Okay, it's 9 o'clock.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
How many items to be removed from the consent agenda? I do not.
No, I have nothing to go with, sir.
Okay. Public comments there. Fiscal officer's report.
Got nothing, sir.
Russell's quiet.
Good.
New business, road department resolution 5484, resolution certifying the changes to Clearcreek Township road mileage during calendar year 2023. Dispense with second.
Yeah, there was 3.25 miles added in Soraya Farms this year.
0.3.
0.325.
We had 3.25 miles ago, just for discussion. Then what's the total? We have to do it as we do every year, Mr.
I
Williams?
don't know.
You're right here, yes, sir.
Right there it is.
97 something.
Point something.
97.836. Wow.
And how many were there in?
37 something.
50 miles added.
Crazy. That is crazy.
Well, with all due respect, Ed's got more than 50 miles on him since then.
Yeah, I got 52.
In there a mile a year. 27.
Okay. Next resolution.
Do we move that? We need a motion.
So moved.
We better do that.
Thank you.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade? There you go.
Okay, resolution 5485, a resolution appointing Hamilton Township trustee Darrell Cordray to the Warren County 911 Program Review Committee and dispense with second reading.
You recall seeing an email from Ralph Lambert saying he explained that Darrell was the only volunteer to sit on this countywide effort and asked that at least half the townships in the county approve him as being the representative for the WCTA.
I think it's a great idea. So a motion to approve resolution 5485.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. Okay, moving on to police, we have a recommendation to establish an eligibility list to fill certain existing vacant full and part-time, both vacant full and part-time positions.
Yeah, we'd just like to start an eligibility list for both. We've got a couple of open part-time positions. We're down to one part-time person. The other people promoted up over the last couple of years. And we lost Officer Clay to Franklin PD. It was an advantage for her family. She lives over there now, and it allows her to go home during the day and so forth. And so it was a better fit for her family. She thought to take that position over there, so we need to replace her. So.
Well, it's very good. Always good to have a list going and have some names on it, I think. Is there a motion to direct the chief to establish the eligibility?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. Anything else, chief?
No.
Fire district, we have a recommendation to make a conditional offer of probationary employment to firefighter EMT Tanner Patterson, effective immediately pending acceptable post-offer and pre-employment screening and testing.
This is to fill the vacancy that we have in the hospital.
Is there a motion to approve this conditional offer?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. And then we have a recommendation to purchase 25 EXE 500 radio microphones for existing APX 6000 radios and so on and so forth that cost us $11,000.
Yes, sir, in technical terms.
Yeah.
This was a budgeted item this year. The radios that the firefighters take into the buildings that are on fire, the microphones that they have aren't as high quality as these mics to keep them safe and allow them to communicate in that kind of environment. We're upgrading those for the suppression.
Do you get to trade those other ones in, or are they just obsolete?
They're obsolete, yeah. And we'll repurpose them, because like the administrative staff radios, the ones that aren't gonna go into the buildings that are actually on fire, we'll still be able to use them for those for exterior operations.
Good, good. Is there a motion to approve this purchase?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah. And anything else?
Yes, sir.
Planning and zoning, we have discussion on vegetation.
Yeah, so who would have thought last week during our Arctic Blast, my first conversation about when are you gonna get this grass mowed? Interesting times we're living in, but ultimately it was dealing with part of the township that we kind of have some historical but not updated regulations. So these are 5-acre tracts, and historically we looked at those as a case-by-case basis, anything over 5 acres. We made them mowed to actually the boundary.
Right.
So it would be the front yard setback applied to all boundary lines, so it looks like a picture frame. So there are 4 5-acre tracts north of this parcel, and if that philosophy were put forth, and we believe each of those constituted a nuisance, I would have picture frame, picture frame, picture frame, picture frame, and I wouldn't have complete mowing of the area. So I wanted to see if there's been any let me start again. I want to see if you had any decisions, discussions about things that are less than 10 acres in the 5-acre chunk that are residentially used, not the CAD program, which you might want to treat differently because of those criteria, or if we were comfortable with case by case and just go with something.
Those 4 5-acre tracts, are they all fenced in the 5-acre tracts, or are they all 20-acre?
They're individually held and they are not fenced, so it's one big field, in essence, from the neighbor's view. Functionally, so this is across from Station 23 on State Route 48, so all of those homes are pushed back because of the high-pressure gas line that's in the front yard.
Yeah. I see no reason to strike down through the middle of those, like there was a lot there that doesn't really, it exists, but it's not there, it's not fenced.
Yeah.
Other than just mowing the border, and how many feet do we say they have to mow to just?
For those, that would be a 50-foot perimeter.
Okay.
Yeah, so from all boundaries, that would be the front yard setback for those inputs.
That's the only thought I have about it.
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't thought about it.
No, that's fine. There's plenty of time to think about it. Don't make
That's
a decision today. Let's yeah, this is something I've been getting comments from the
To me, if it's eligible for CAUV, which at 5 acres it would be, as long as they can show the revenue.
I think it has to be 10, doesn't it?
No, you can do between 5 and 10 if you show the revenue.
Correct.
So,
Okay.
in that case, I don't think we need to be sticking our beak in.
And they're all owned
That's
by,
my feeling.
they're all owned by different individuals.
Correct. And each has a single-family home on it. It's just to the rear of the parcel as opposed to being in the center of the front of the parcel. So that's...
Yeah, I
don't care about it.
I mean, as I recall, I thought they bailed that. So, I mean, maybe they're not cooperating with each other anymore, but.
I think the property that's immediately north, so you have a panhandle that, let me step back, you have all these platted lots, the last platted lot, where you get the 5-acre tracts, 6-acre tract with panhandle that's 5-acre, 5-acre, 5-acre. That first 5 acres changed hands in the past 6 months. So they may have had discussion, they may have had some agreements that the property owners either haven't gotten on board with, or there was a faulty action. Don't know. So, I'm not willing to go out there and tell them to mow their grass today. That was not the purpose of the discussion. It's just, okay, when we start getting into these, and that little odd spot of it could be, but it's not. You guys want to look at them, or do you want to have a standard?
So what did the board, what was their, did somebody get a hold of somebody on the board to bring this up? What caused this to come to that?
I got a phone call from the adjoining property owner, wanting to know what we do for high grass, because this was an issue. Looked on our resolution, said, okay, this is where it would fit. Okay, it would be a case-by-case basis with the trustees, and dissolve, we would go with the borders. So, and I'm comfortable explaining that to the public if that's where we want to go with it. Say, hey, this, between this acreage and that acreage, we can increase and do something different. We can put forth some draft regulations. What I'm hearing this morning is
To get 5 acres mowed, is if you don't have the equipment to do that yourself, it's a pretty expensive proposition. It's not $10.
Correct.
It's at least $100 an acre, or up to $300. And that's not insignificant, but at the same time, if they're growing ragweed that's bugging everybody in the area, that's a different story. So I guess I'd have to say let's look on an individual basis. Maybe they could get together and get somebody to do it.
Yeah, I don't know where I assume the winds, bring that, if it had ragweed, if it had thistle, it taken into Reedy's property, more or less to the north.
Yeah.
Not had any complaints from him regarding his properties. It was a residential property in the south. Case by case is what I'm hearing is still the way to go until further direction. Okay, cool. Well, we'll talk about this probably again in May, when someone has a nuisance, but at this point in time, I think we're probably good. Awesome, thank you.
Is that all you have for zoning and planning today?
That's all I was bringing forth? Yes.
Okay. Anything else under new business?
I have something
Okay.
something I'd like to tell you. We started using our BE 7 rounds ago. On the light side of figuring the savings, I'm saving around 3 tons per dump truck. It's costing me about $100 a tank to fill it, and that'll run 2 rounds. So we're saving somewhere around 12 tons per round. So times that times 7, I'm saving 84 tons in 7 rounds, or $8,400, and that's just shy of 4 semis I've saved in the last 7 rounds of salt.
Awesome. And in your opinion, is it as effective?
Oh, it's way better. Way better. No comparison.
Where are you going to need it tonight?
We are going to need it tonight. They're filling trucks back up and washing them right now.
Yeah.
The difference on Friday morning was clearly visible. Yeah, our roads,
They were good.
they were good.
I had to drive to Cincinnati at 8 o'clock. It was truly, everybody on the interstate was going 35. There weren't any idiots running around. Right. Because they would have been in the ditch.
I was going the opposite way.
You hit 35 where it's a knuckle biter.
Yep. That's right.
Well,
Nice job.
Good, yeah.
Guys did an awesome job Friday.
Yeah, you're gonna. They're talking about ice from midnight until 8.
Yeah.
That's what the news this morning.
I saw Sims County doing it when it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Perfect.
Good luck. Good luck tonight.
Hopefully we get in before it starts.
That's great that stuff. Wow, that's tremendous.
Yeah.
Well, and have
Take that on
to have it work as cold as it got.
Well, I'm mixing a 50-50, right? So I'm doing 50 BE and I'm doing 50 brine. So we're cutting it in half. It's $2 a gallon for the BE. When the 50-50 will take us, I can't remember, to almost 0. And then if we go 80-20, we go to like a -23. I can still melt salt.
Amazing.
So much better than just straight brine.
Oh, it's incredible.
I just want to understand why the roads don't turn that purple color.
Right.
Right. It's a different discussion, I guess.
Think about that for that May thing coming in.
Discussion about the grass?
Yeah.
I got it. I'll do some research. I just know if you ever get that on you, when you pickle beets,
Oh, yeah.
you can't get it off your fingers.
This is a different BE. This is different. This is, the main product in this is a byproduct of sugar cane, so it's sugar.
Okay. Is it sweet?
It's brown and it stinks.
Does it really?
It's a homemade chemical composition. I don't think it's made from.
Yeah, it's not made from beets.
Well, there is one that is, though.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's supposed to be non-corrosive, so.
So the
we'll
beet,
see.
part of this beet heat is actually beating, instead of like the, yeah.
It's not a beat.
It's not beet in the sense that it's the beet.
This
And he's
beet.
back there saying, I hope to God nobody watches this one.
I don't know the complete formula. I can get it for you if you want.
That's all right.
It's pretty long.
As long as it doesn't stain your hands, that's all I'm worried
Send it
about.
over to Jason.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right, good deal. Okay. Nothing else under new business? We do have the consent agenda to approve. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second. Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade? Yay.
And staff updates.
All right. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. Mr. Gabbard?
Yes.
Mr. Wade?
Well, good luck out there tonight.